Hi everyone, this is Mary Wallace and I'm going to present to you in the next 5 minutes the why and the how for creating a paradigm shift in my school district in regards to digital literacy. Trust me when I say this shift needs to happen. Let me start with the why by sharing some phrases I hear, and you may too, pretty frequently in my work. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here's the problem with that. Just because something isn't broken doesn't mean it can't be improved. Can't there always be room for improvement when it comes to student engagement? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Wait just a second here. I'm kind of an old dog and I've learned plenty of new tricks. It's learner motivation that changes the can't to can. Often it's resistance to new ideas that stands in the way of progress for our students. How can we lessen teacher resistance to learning new tools and strategies? And the most dangerous phrase of them all, we've always done it this way. This makes me scratch my head and wonder how it reflects on the current sense of urgency that's needed to help our students succeed in their digital world. We certainly can't assume students completely understand how to navigate well within the internet because they've grown up with it. The rhetoric of the digital native distorts teachers' perceptions of students' capacity for effective use of the web. So I question, do teachers really understand what it means to be digitally literate? So I'm talking about creating a paradigm shift here. As Merriam-Webster defines it, this is an important change that happens when the usual way of thinking about something is replaced by a new and different way. The questions that come from those previous phrases help me to frame why this shift needs to happen. Teachers need to better understand what it means for themselves and their students to be digitally literate. They also need to see how digital and media skills can improve student engagement. Teachers need to learn these ideas in a comfortable, non-threatening environment that may help to ease their resistance. Having established the why for this shift, let's move to the how. I propose doing this by creating an online course for my teachers that addresses the why, the what, and the how to becoming a digital author, and then using these skills strategically in their classrooms. I'll be using a platform called Edmodo. As my final project for Dr. Coyro's class, I also created a course called Learners of Digital Literacy, which was built in a similar way to the new course I'm proposing. Together, these courses will help provide staff with the foundational knowledge necessary to better understand what we mean by being digitally literate. The first section of the course will discuss why there is a need for us to become digital authors ourselves, and how we must first develop our core digital and media literacies before we can develop them within our students. With the introduction of the core media literacy skills from Henry Jenkins, I hope to help teachers understand the fact that our students are participating in a mediated lifestyle no matter their age, and charging them with the responsibility to be safe out there is not enough. It's our job to give them the skills to properly participate in this digital world no matter what subject we teach. Through interactive presentations that I'll create using Office Mix, I'll bring some of the key concepts we've shared in EDC 534 to them in an engaging format. Our teachers have access to this tool, and I hope these presentations will serve as a model for content delivery ideas they can use with their students. The next section will share what kind of digital tools they may use within their classrooms to enhance student engagement. I'd like to think of this section as a storeroom where they can come to find a particular tool for a particular purpose. I'll break these down into categories for use, from those used for collaboration and creativity to those that can be used for critically thinking. Throughout my coursework, I've used and been exposed to so many cool tools that it would be a shame not to have a place in which I can share these with my colleagues. The third section of the course will address the how portion of digital literacy, giving teachers specific examples of use for these tools in the classroom. We are not a one-to-one school district, and some of my buildings have access to more devices than others. In my travels, I often hear, I would do more if every kid had their own device. That would be nice, but currently we don't have the budget to support it. Not only that, but current research cannot prove that one-to-one programs increase student performance on standardized testing or increase student engagement. What does help to increase these are innovative teaching practices. Within the examples, I will include ideas that bring student choice, taste, and popular culture into lesson design. As we have learned, high levels of student motivation and engagement are stimulated when children are empowered to bring their taste, culture, and media preferences into rich and complex conversations with their teachers and peers. Often, teachers are afraid to bring ideas of student popular culture, media, and a more unfiltered idea of the internet into the classroom, feeling that students may encounter things that are inappropriate. But like it or not, this is the world our students live in. Let's not impose our fears upon them. And finally, thinking back, do you all remember how Renee told us that each project would bring us to an understanding of the topic for our final project? Well, as we all now see, she was right, and even reminded me last week that all semester I talked about paradigm shift. It's my hope that this course can help alleviate teacher fear and get my teachers motivated and make this shift stick.